Hey, yeah, we were talking about Plugger before, Jim, and how open he was and how relaxed he ended up becoming over the course of 20 minutes in an interview on the Footy Show. And look, there were so many topics that he did discuss quite openly, and one of them was, and it was impromptu, he didn't have any preparation for it, but he rattled off some names of players he rated really highly over his time in the game. Just want to have a listen back to it now and get Ducks and BT's thoughts.
Paul Kelly, Robert Harvey, Stephen Silvani.
Yeah.
Bruce Dool. I'm going to leave a lot of players out here that...
Yeah, that'll do, mate.
And me.
Paul Kelly is an absolute gun. Harvey is one of the best players I've ever seen. Silvani's obviously fullback of the century, so he's not, and everyone says Dool was one of the greatest halfback flankers, sort of centre halfbacks ever to play, so you can't argue with him.
Who should be in there?
Well, that's Plugger's list.
I know, but and we're not asking him to change it.
In my opinion, I'd have Tony Lockett in it.
Right, okay.
I'd have Jason Dunstall in it, probably Gary Ablett Sr. in it. So,
tell you what, the whole Lockett thing is exposed. It's exposed our former teammate here at Triple M as just being an absolute fraud.
Correct.
Because I don't reckon he ever had any conversation with him. He used to say he was in daily contact with him.
Yeah.
I don't reckon he didn't know Plugger was on the diet. He didn't know he was right.
No.
Yeah, he didn't know he was writing.
Bill put four stories to him that Spud had told us were absolutely true, and none of them were true.
He could never answer the phone. He's just an absolute
No, he didn't
nonsense.
talk to him for 7 years. Jim, the other person at Triple M, Jason Dunstall too, when you're talking about people and famous people giving their top fives, you got it out of him one night after a Friday night game some years ago, over 3 or 4 looseners, I think it was, and he just didn't want to talk about anyone other than himself and Plugger.
No, exactly. Well, that's and what I loved about Plugger was that he didn't mention the Chief anywhere, which is absolutely magnificent, because he comes in every Wednesday to do the midweek rub, and we'll bring up the fact that Plugger apparently rambled through about 15 or 20 players, and your name never came up.
Pretty forgettable, the Chief.
Actually, Chief puts you in it, Duck, actually. He reckons you and Lockett.
Come on, Chief.
Thanks.
Thanks.
He's a good judge.
Brilliant, the statue.
Yes.
Absolutely. Legend of the game, Kevin Bartlett. And I thought the statue bristle was great. I don't know where it was positioned.
No,
the rest of them are all on the walkway, and he's out in the grass somewhere.
He's out there, and he'll go out and enjoy that. And I don't know whether you've seen the latest photos doing the rounds with, they've got Lee Matthews and they've got Kevin Bartlett. Whether you've seen the latest photo of the Wayne Carey statue or not, Jay.
No, I haven't seen him.
What?
Just to get on the net and have a look at that. We might put it up on the thing. It's
What?
It's a more Paris Nice style, sort of two human beings wrapped together.
Oh, come on.